Compared to other goldfish breeds, Ranchu has become one of the most popular types in recent years, but also one of the hardest to keep. You can actually tell this just by looking at its price. There are two main reasons Ranchu are expensive. First, the success rate of breeding quality Ranchu is low, and second, their mortality rate is higher than most other goldfish. Even in professional fish farms, Ranchu tend to have a higher lose rate. So, if you've ever had trouble keeping them alive, don't feel bad. They are naturally more challenging. But if we adjust a few key things, we can definitely improve their survival rate. Let me share some of my personal tips with you. 1. Tank and filtration. From my own observation, Ranchu do best in rectangular tanks. Ideally, the longest side should be at least 80 cm, the width over 40 cm, and the water depth kept between 30 to 40 cm. A longer tank encourages Ranchu to swim more, which helps digestion and reduce the chance of swim bladder issues. So with your ability, always go for the largest tank you can afford. When it comes to filtration, get the strongest filter system you can, but make sure the water flow can be adjusted. Ranchu prefer calm water, and their body shape is made for strong currents. Here in China, we often use multi-box systems, basically a setup that allows more filter media to be added across several boxes. If that's not possible for you, canister filter is the minimum you can go with. A friend of mine also mentioned the amazing bacteria holding capacity of foam materials, and I totally agree. It can really improve your biological filtration efficiency. If your filtering system isn't very strong, the best thing you can do is simply lower your stocking density. For physical filtration like filter floss or pads, clean them every 1 or 2 days to remove waste and prevent clogging. In colder months, clean your filters about once every 2 months. During the warmer season, when temperatures are higher, you should do it once per month. Always rinse your filter media using tank water or dechlorinate water, because tap water can kill beneficial bacteria. And make sure you have a separate quarantine tank. If any fish gets sick, isolate it right away. And never share equipment like siphon hoses or scoops between tanks. 2. Water change. Try to change your water only when the temperature is stable and sunny. In spring and autumn, when temperatures are below 20 degrees Celsius, change about 30% of the water once a day. In summer, or when it's above 30 degrees, do twice changes per week, each time 30 to 50%. Of course, adjust based on how much you feed and how dirty the water gets. In winter, once every 2 or 3 weeks is enough, changing around 30% each time. If the water temperature drops below 5 degrees and the fish stop eating, you can skip water changes or just replace 10% on a sunny day. In colder seasons, it's better to change water around noon when temperatures are a bit higher. In summer, do it early morning or late afternoon. If you have to change water at night, keep the light on for another 2 hours afterward to let the fish adjust. If you are cleaning algae off the tank walls, scrap the algae first, then change 20 to 50% of the water. Before changing, always dechlorinate new water. You can let it sit for 24 hours, but no more than 3 days, or it will go stale. Indoor tanks usually have more stable temperatures, but the key is still the same. Avoid big temperature swings and adjust the water changes based on the season. 3. Feeding. When water temperature is between 22 to 28 degrees Celsius, young Ranchu born that day need to eat frequently in small amounts, about 4 to 8 times per day. When temperature drops below 18 degrees or rises above 30 degrees, reduce feeding and watch if their appetite slows down. Below 15 degrees, switch to germ-based or wheat germ food. Feed lightly. And below 8 degrees, stop feeding completely. It's good to fast your fish 1 day per week to give their digestive system a rest. Always observe how they swim and what their poop looks like. If you see white or broken feces, stop feeding and monitor carefully. Spring is the most common season for disease, so feed only once per day in earlier spring, preferably on sunny day, stable morning. If it rains or weather changes suddenly, skip feeding that day. As temperature rises, gradually increase feeding frequency. In summer, feed 3 or 4 times per day, before 10 a.m. and after 3 p.m. Avoid feeding during midday when water is over 30 degrees, because fish digestion slows down in the heat. Always use small portions multiple times. If you keep your fish outdoors, reduce or stop feeding on rainy or stormy days. In autumn, feed around 8 a.m., noon, and 3 p.m., 2 or 3 times a day. During winter, only feed when the sun warms the tank and your fish are actively begging for food. Use easily digestible, low-protein food and in small amounts. Pellets should be eaten within 3 or 5 minutes, and for bloodworms or water-free within 10 minutes. In spring and autumn, to help prevent disease, you can soak pellets in the garlic water 2 or 3 times per day. With some garlic, add a bit of water, soak the pellets until they fully absorb the juice, and then feed directly. If possible, try to get young Ranchu born this day, rather than old ones. Raising them from small juveniles is more fun, and in my experience, they are healthier and less prone to illness than adult Ranchu. These are just some of my personal observations and experience. Of course, different countries have different water quality, climates, and equipment availability. So feel free to share your own experience and opinions in the comment below. Thank you for watching today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and see you next time.